Hello and welcome. So in this lecture, we'll set up a basic Node.js project and run scripts. So we'll set up a new JavaScript, which is also a Node project. So because we have started with initializing or installing the Node.js as a step 1, I will continuing from that lecture. So this is the step 2, setting up a new JavaScript or a Node project. And what else are there? Then we'll install some essential packages in the step 3, and we'll create the simple JavaScript or Node application, and finally run the application in the step 5, and then conclusion. All right, and I will open a file of my a folder of my choice, say a folder within source and repos, say JavaScript. I'll select this. I'll create another new folder over here, set test. Okay, and then I will select this folder, and now on this test folder I will open the terminal window. So control and backtick again. Control and backtick will open the terminal. So it has already created on this test folder source repos JavaScript test, and I will initialize a node package manager npm, and now this will create a package.json file. All right, this file will manage my project's dependencies. And the next step will be, so it will be installing essential packages. If we go into the slide, setting up a new JavaScript project, which we have done. So it will install the essential packages over here by the npm command npm install express. So what is Express? Express.js is a web framework for Node.js. So this will be listed in my package.json under dependencies. Okay, so package.json. So the Express is installed, and all this passage or block of markup in JSON file is already added. Keywords, author, license, description, dependencies, Express 4.19.2 is the version. Now I am ready to create a simple JavaScript application, which is my step 4, creating a simple JavaScript or Node application. So over to the Visual Studio Code again. So within this test folder, which is my under Explorer, it is my workspace, I will create a new file. So I'll create a new file by clicking on the new file and name this app.js. So because I have got GitHub Copilot, I can ask it to do something. It will start coding for me. But for the sake of telling everybody, so const express require express. It will import the module. So let me ask the GitHub Copilot to, what does it do? It imports express. All right. And on this line, you can see how useful and how critical these days to have the GitHub Copilot. If you have it, you have nailed a lot of things. Okay, you know exactly what it does. So in this step, so this is the code. This does this actually imports the Express for creating a server, and it creates an Express app. Const app equals Express with a pair of circular braces after Express, and this part app.get within circular braces front slash and then request and response. It goes to a function which is actually going to write hello world on the browser. It sends a response to the request, and this one on port, this is the port number 3000. It starts the Express server and it will show server is running on HTTPS localhost this port to run the application that we have created. So that is the fifth step. Okay, again getting back to Visual Studio Code to run this application. To run this application, we'll write. First, I'll have to save this, and then node followed by app.js, the file I want to run. So you can see the server is running on HTTP this port localhost 3000, and allow. Do you want to allow public and private networks to access this app? Okay, allow. And if you click on follow link, this one, this is, if you browse over this, either copy and paste it on Chrome or Microsoft Edge, or you can just follow this link. Basically, what I can do, I'll just copy this link, control plus click. Okay, control plus clicking on this link, you can see that hello world is written with the localhost on port number 3000. Before we end up, another thing to note is that you have got this server is running on this URL or URI http front slash localhost 3000 on this port, and this comes from this part of the line console.log, because terminal is just a console. Whatever is written over here will come over here, which is an indicator that the server is running, and hello world comes from this part of the code, which is actually sending a response to the request. And request to the request in this URL front slash, the response will be hello world. If you change it, this one will also change. Say if you hello world to everyone. Okay, and if I click on, by pressing Ctrl C, I've killed this application, and then I will again run this command node app.js, and server is running again. And if you just control and follow link, so hello world to everyone, it has reflected the changes. So in concluding, in this lecture we have learned how to install node.js, confirm the same with npm, and set up a JavaScript project, run the necessary packages, create a simple JavaScript application, and finally run the application. Thank you very much for being a part of this class. See you in the next lecture.